sneakerheads, more than just shoes. In today's fashion culture, few trends are as fascinating as the rise of the sneakerhead movement. Sneakerheads are individuals who collect, trade, and often resell sneakers, sometimes treating them more like works of art than footwear. While sneakers were originally designed for sports and physical activity, they have evolved into symbols of identity, status, and creativity. The roots of sneaker culture can be traced back to the 1980s, when basketball legends like Michael Jordan transformed sneakers into icons. The release of the Air Jordan line marked a turning point. Shoes were no longer just practical, they became objects of desire. Around the same time, hip-hop culture also embraced sneakers, elevating them as part of the urban aesthetic. From then on, sneakers entered the world of fashion, music, and even investment. For sneakerheads, the appeal lies in the combination of exclusivity and storytelling. Many limited edition sneakers are produced in small quantities, creating a sense of scarcity that fuels demand. Each pair often carries a narrative, perhaps a collaboration with a famous designer, a tribute to an athlete, or even a reference to cultural history. Owning a pair can feel like possessing a piece of that story. The economics of sneakers are equally intriguing. Rare shoes can appreciate in value much like stocks or art. A sneaker purchased for $200 at release can sometimes be resold for thousands on the secondary market. Platforms like StockX and Goat have professionalized sneaker reselling, turning what was once a niche hobby into a global industry worth billions. However, sneaker culture isn't without criticism. Some argue that it encourages consumerism and superficiality, as people camp outside stores or pay outrageous sums simply for a logo or limited design. Others point out the irony of sneakers, once symbols of athleticism and youth, being kept pristine in display cases rather than worn for their intended purpose. Still, for many sneakerheads, the community aspect is just as important as the shoes themselves. Online forums, conventions, and meetups allow collectors to share their passion, swap stories, and celebrate creativity. To them, sneakers represent far more than fashion. They are cultural artifacts that capture moments in history and personal identity. In the end, sneakerheads demonstrate that even something as ordinary as shoes can evolve into a global cultural phenomenon, one that blends art, commerce, and community in surprising ways.
One hobby I would like to start is collecting old travel postcards. I enjoy seeing how people used to describe their journeys and how different cities looked in the past. For me, postcards are not only small works of art but also windows into history. If I started this collection, I would search in flea markets, online shops, and maybe even ask my relatives if they have some hidden in old boxes. I would try to find postcards from many countries and different time periods. The reason this hobby interests me is because I love history and culture. It is not about money or showing off, it is about discovering stories and connecting with people from the past. I also think sharing this hobby with others could be fun, especially with friends who love traveling.
I personally agree more with the skeptic side. Sneakers are shoes, and they are designed to be worn. Keeping them in pristine condition and never using them feels like superficiality. I think that paying thousands of dollars for a pair of sneakers is an example of extreme consumerism. At the same time, I can understand why sneakerheads are so passionate. Some limited edition sneakers are rare, and their exclusivity makes them feel like valuable artifacts. They also carry a narrative, often connected to sports legends or cultural history. However, in the end, I believe sneakers should not be treated like investments. For me, their true value is in their aesthetic design and in the comfort they provide when worn.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope it helped you practice your English and learn something new. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next lesson. I'd also love to hear from you, so share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means a lot and helps this channel grow. See you again in the next video.